I'm Blaine Stewart. The Navy invited me to sit down with the incoming commander of Naval Air Force Atlantic for his first television interview in this new post. During our exclusive conversation, I asked Rear Admiral Douglas Verissimo to reflect on the horrors of September 11th and the lessons the Navy has learned since.
There are nearly 3,000 names from September 11th. And although we can't remember 3,000 names, we can remember the events and what it took from their families and what it took from the rest of us in their name to continue to provide security and keep America as safe as we possibly can.
In the weeks and months after the attacks, the military saw a surge of patriotism, men and women signing up to serve their country. But that was 2 decades ago.
22 years later, how do we renew that call?
Yeah, that's a challenge. Clearly, September 11th was a change for anybody who's over 22 years old, or let's even call it 27 years old. And you bring up an interesting point where most of the folks, all of the folks who are really recruiting right now, were either not born or not old enough to really remember those events and how that shook us to the core.
In the 22-year sense, Rear Admiral Verissimo urges sailors, all of us really, not to get complacent.
If anything I learned from September 11th is we need to be wary today and not surprised tomorrow. And if we're ready today and we're thinking about where that next threat comes, we won't be surprised like we were on September 11th. So that's my hope. That's my goal in this job.
Watch our full, unedited conversation, including the Rear Admiral's message for future sailors, right now on WTKR.com. I'm Blaine Stewart, News 3.
I geo-batched. I did go away to a couple jobs. I went to Nuke Power.